Sous le ciel de Paris s'envole une chanson. Elle est née d'aujourd'hui dans le cœur d'un garçon. Sous le ciel de Paris marchent les amoureux. Leur bonheur se construit sur un air fait pour eux. Sous le pont de Bercy, un philosophe assis, deux musiciens, quelques badauds, puis des gens par milliers.
मैं क्यों बताऊं? We have our next guest to tell us that. Okay. Let's welcome.
Okay.
Priya, thank you so very much for joining us on the Mark Get Set Go. मोजे पहने मैंने?
नहीं, bonjour.
Oh, bonjour.
It's the French way of greeting.
Oh, wow, how wonderful is that? Please come. Please come.
Please
Thank you.
come.
Priya, first of all, thank you so very much for joining our show. The first question, what is the role of Indo-French Chamber in India?
Basically, Indo-French Chamber is a bilateral trade chamber which promotes Indian business in France and French business in India.
Oh.
That's what we do.
Wow, fantastic.
And we have about 70 Indian firms in France that are doing business and about 353 French firms in India. So that's what is the business of the Indo-French. Of course, we are associated with a lot of cultural, sports, entertainment events as well.
Priya, France does not participate in the Commonwealth Games because it's not one of the Commonwealth nations.
Right.
What sort of an interest the Indo-French Chamber has in the Commonwealth Games coming in October?
I mean, if you look at it broadly, sports is not just the Commonwealth domain. Sports is for the whole world. And definitely, as you would know, French are very keen sportsmen. So for us, we would definitely like to pitch in our industry focus, where we could, be doing some stadiums or doing something for the sports personnel or even the sports goods. Also, the other thing is this, that France as a nation, since we are so sports oriented, would definitely like to come and watch the games. So we are going to have a huge influx of French people coming into India and watching these games.
So Priya, during the Commonwealth Games, do you think the Indo-French Chamber would sponsor a few French players to come to India and see, how are the other country athletes are performing, or call some common people to have a look at the games?
We won't be sponsoring as such, people from France. Definitely, if there would be a delegation coming in, we would be notifying the Commonwealth authorities about that. As far as the sponsorship goes, we would like to sponsor the common man of India. Bring them to this huge sporting facility, let them watch what is happening. Because it's time that, we bring the masses to this. It's happening in our country. I'm very proud of it. And I would definitely like that, we bring these children from small villages, their parents, because that's where our sportsmen are coming from. So that's what our mandate is so far.
That's a very kind thought, and I must say that it's going to help the new talent to come up and, create the awareness about the games, which we don't see generally on television.
This is what our motive is also.
Priya, are there any French coaches who are involved in any of the games over here, coaching any of the Indian athletic teams or any other team?
Much that I would like that to happen. I'm not too sure. And so far, we are not really aware of it. So if it happens, we'll definitely let you know.
Let me ask you, who's your favorite athlete?
Athlete? Yeah. From India?
Anywhere in the world.
Frankly, I'm not too much into sports. But yes, if you ask me who's my favorite player in football, then definitely Zinedine Zidane.
He's my favorite too.
Yes. I like the passion in him.
Exactly. On that note, Priya, I must say that it was a pleasure having you with us on the show, and thank you so very much for spending your precious time with us.
Thank you so much for inviting me. It's really been a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.